What's up, the Comic Coalition here for another video for you guys today. Now today is hot as hell. This Savannah, Georgia weather has been crazy lately. I mean, one day it's 50 degrees outside, the next day it's 80 and sunny as heck. So yeah, I'm kind of hot right now. I wasn't prepared for this weather. It's been cold and rainy all week. But anyway, let's just hop right into it. About to get out here on the hunt, but first I want to talk to you guys. Haven't really talked too much with you guys on my YouTube videos lately. You know, I've been mainly just getting right to it, you know, like, hey, here's the figs, here's what I think about the figs, bam, bam, bam. Haven't been able to talk that much lately. I just want to know how you guys were doing. A lot of people have been asking me about Toy Fair and what I'm most excited about from Toy Fair. Now, don't get me wrong, you guys know I like my Marvel Legends. And yeah, there was a lot of cool Marvel Legends announced. But man, oh man, NECA, in my opinion, just knocked it out of the park. I mean, I am super duper excited for all the new horror figs coming out. I love my horror figs. And I don't know, man, they got the license to make other Halloween movie figures, like from Halloween 2 and 3. And yeah, I'm super excited about that. Not to mention, they announced the Goonies NECA figures. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year or the year before, I did a poll on the group about what classic movie would you like to see NECA make figures of next. A lot of people voted for the Goonies, the Warriors, the Sandlot, Mighty Ducks, all types of different stuff. And the Goonies is the ones that I wanted the most. Like, come on, Chunk and Data. Who doesn't want them? But they did not announce Data. They did announce Chunk though. So yeah, that's a must-have for me. Also, the trick-or-treaters from Halloween 3. A lot of people give Halloween 3 crap, which I'm not gonna say it's a great movie. And yes, I can understand like everyone's wondering where the hell is Michael Myers and stuff like that. But see, with Halloween 3, they were gonna go in a different direction. They felt like the Michael Myers story was already told, and they were planning on every Halloween dropping a new Halloween movie and then having to do with just, you know, different stuff. So as a kid, something about the Halloween 3 song like always stuck in my head. You know, the Shamrock song or something. I think it was like Shamrock Mask. I don't know, it just stuck in my head. And I remember just watching Halloween 3 at literally every Halloween. They would play it on TV a lot. And for some reason it just stuck with me, and I kind of have, you know, I have a little bit of love in my heart for Halloween 3. Yeah, it's not the best Halloween. Yeah, there's no Michael Myers. Maybe it's corny. But, I mean, horror movies for me, some of the best horror movies out there are corny. That's just life. I mean, horror movies are somewhat supposed to be corny. Like, they're supposed to be corny to me sometimes. I mean, I know your Conjuring and stuff like that are to be taken serious. But the movies from back then, they had a campy feel. They're kind of corny, but they were awesome, you know, and I got a lot of love in my heart for them. So definitely probably most excited by NECA's announcements, and also Super 7. Now, I'm not a He-Man or Masters of the Universe collector. Yes, I had some of the figs growing up that my brother passed down to me. Yeah, I watched the old 80s cartoon, played with the figures and all that. But as an adult, I haven't really been collecting Masters of the Universe. Although, if I come across a couple of retro figs, I will pick them up. But Super 7 has been making these Masters of the Universe figs for a while now. And I've been looking at them every time I go into Think Geek. It's like I go to pick up my Marvel Legends or my Pops, and Super 7's right there. And I try to pass by it, but it keeps catching me out the corner of my eye, because the figures are so detailed and colorful and just different. Well, they announced that they're making figures from the actual Masters of the Universe movie, the live action movie with Dolph Lundgren. I gotta have me a Dolph Lundgren He-Man. I don't know about you, but that is high up on my list. And also, we just did a poll over on my Facebook group, the Collectors Coalition, about what 90s Nickelodeon cartoons we would like to see get an action figure line. I voted for Rocko's Modern Life, but a lot of people voted for Ren and Stimpy, and I think Ren and Stimpy would have been a good idea as well. Turns out Super 7 has the Ren and Stimpy license, and they're about to drop some dope Ren and Stimpy figures. I mean, they got alternate head and face sculpts and hands and all accessories, and man, they look amazing, and I cannot wait to pick them up. So that's probably the second thing I'm most excited about from Toy Fair 2019. But let me know, what are you most excited about? What's going to hurt your pockets in 2019? Like, what announcements from Toy Fair are going to hurt your pockets the most? What do you just have to have no matter what? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, follow me on Twitter. I just created Twitter. I only got like 9 followers, guys. I need more followers. It feels weird having a social media account with only like 9 followers. So follow me on Twitter. I will follow back. Just let me know where you're coming from, so I know that you're not just some random, you know, bot account. Let me know that you're here from a YouTube channel or from my Instagram or Facebook or whatever. You can follow me at comic_coalition. Comic_coalition. The Comic Coalition, or Comic Coalition, was already taken because apparently someone in like 2017 was acting like they were me on Twitter. So that's kind of freaking weird. But that's, I guess, a story for another day. About to be at the post office, gonna ship my friend's package off, and then probably go look for some figs, some pops, and maybe grab something to eat. Alright, so like a dumb arse, I forgot to charge my camera, and my camera died while I was at Walmart. I did pick something up. If you're following me on Instagram, you already know what I picked up, but I'm gonna show you guys at the end of this video. But for right now, I'm about to go I'm taking a trip to Walgreens. It's kind of far away from me. It's like the furthest Walgreens from me that's actually in my town. And I'm looking for the Mystique Marvel Legends figure. I've seen a lot of people finding it. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this elusive, secluded Walgreens in the middle of nowhere might have the figure. Who knows? But we're gonna go check. Also, people are already getting their hands on the NECA Cartoon Ninja Turtles 2-packs. Man, like, they didn't give us a single second to breathe. Just copped the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie figures like a week or two ago. I know some people are just now copping them because they're just now starting to hit stores and stuff. You know, not the pre-orders, but you know, the actual stock is starting to hit GameStops and stuff like that. And the NECA 2-packs are already out. People are already finding them. They're $51.99 a piece. 4 2-packs. You know, that's like $200-something. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. If I were to stumble in Target right now and stumble upon all of the 2-packs, I doubt that I'll actually pay $200 to get all 4. Even though I want all 4 turtles, I want all 4 2-packs. But I don't know, that's just a lot to drop at one time. So I might have to make a decision. Which 2-pack do I want more? And that decision will not be based on the turtle in the 2-pack. It will most likely be based on the villains in the 2-pack. So, like I said, we're gonna have to see, and I'm gonna let you guys know once I get there. And there it is. There is the infamous Walgreens. Alright guys, wish me luck, keep your fingers crossed. Let's find this Mystique. Alright, looks like I'm out of luck as far as Marvel Legends goes. Yeah, nothing back there. I wonder if they have the thing here though. Definitely no Mystique. No Thing either. I found Thing a few times, passed up on them, never to be seen again. It really sucks. I need a Thing, so holla at me.
You listen to me, oh yeah. When it comes to toy hunting, I am the cream of the crop. Yes, and the cream will always rise, brother. The cream will always rise to the top.
So this morning I was listening to the Mini Face podcast. I believe that's what it's called, the Mini Face podcast. I believe Toy Hunter, that's TOYHUNTR, and Heel Hunter. They got this podcast where they talk about toys, movies, you know, video games, all things pop culture basically. I gotta say, I'm already hooked. I listened to like 2 episodes. I mean, who doesn't like Toy Talk? If you're a toy collector or a Funko Pop collector, if you're into the MCU or comic books, anything these guys cover it on, talk about it. Thought it was a real interesting and dope podcast. I wanted to shout them out. So I think the podcast is on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere that you could find podcasts. Like I said, I think it's called the Many Faced Podcast. But they raised a question on there today. That's a question that I've been asking for a long time. What is your definition of a grail? When it comes to Funko, what is your definition of a grail? Because grail, I feel like, is a term that's just being thrown around really loosely these days. You guys already know, I've been collecting Funko Pops for years and years and years. And within the last like year or two, I've really slowed down on it, just not because of the product, but because of the community, man. The community has gotten pretty toxic over in the Funko Pop community. Don't get me wrong, still a lot of cool people. I've met a lot of good friends through collecting Funko Pops that I definitely cherish those friendships, but it's gotten really toxic over in the community. And things like grail are being thrown around everywhere. And my question is, what is a grail to you? To me, like they said on the podcast, a grail doesn't necessarily mean, oh, this pop's worth $500,000. Of course, it's not worth $500,000 literally, but this pop isn't necessarily have to be worth $500 or, you know, be the rarest pop out there. I believe what makes a grail is the sentimental value that you hold towards the item. Like shoe collectors, toy collectors, collectors in general, grail is a term that's used for, like, this is the creme de la creme of my collection. This is a piece of my collection that matters to me most. And for you guys to just be throwing out the word grail over just any pop really doesn't make sense, because how is that a grail to you just because it's worth $300? If you do not care about the property that it comes from, or it doesn't hold any sentimental value, then how does it make it a grail? For me, now grail, I would say when you think of a grail, you think of a harder piece to find in a collection. I mean, usually it's not going to be just the common, any-day, run-of-the-mill item when you talk about a grail. But there's nothing wrong with it being an everyday, run-of-the-mill item, if you understand what I'm saying. Because a grail is a grail. Like, a grail is, it's up to you what your definition of a grail is. To me, the grails in my collection, in my Funko Pop collection, I have a few. But one of them's the old man from A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story has always been one of my favorite movies growing up. Just so many good memories of The Christmas Story. The 24-hour marathons, you know, sitting down with a family. I loved that movie. The dad was hilarious to me, had the leg lamp. Just, that movie holds so much sentimental value for me. So when I got into pop collecting, the old man pop, the old man from The Christmas Story, was already like, I think it was almost $100. And that is one of the pops that I paid over retail for. And if you know me, I don't pay over retail for Funko Pops. I have over 1,500 Funko Pops at this point, and I maybe own 3 that I paid over retail for. And him being one of them, because he was a grail piece to me. I simply could not have my Funko Pop collection without him, because I love the movie so much. And of course, my other grail, one of my other grail pieces, is Ralphie from the movie as well. So yeah, those are not necessarily easy to find pops. And yes, you will be paying over retail if you want those pops. But the point is, to me, is like, what is a grail? You know, I'm sorry if I'm rambling on. I know I am a little bit, but let me know in the comments below, what is a grail to you? What's the grail from your collection? It doesn't have to be Funko Pops, but just anything in general. What's your grail piece in your collection? But if you're a Funko collector, which pop is your grail piece? And what do you consider a grail? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm interested in finding out other people's thoughts on this topic. So it looks like they got remnants of the new Black Series wave over here. Just Vice Admiral Holdo, my most hated Star Wars character of all time. Absolutely hated her part in The Last Jedi. It was so sickening. Why? Just why? Hashtag make Star Wars great again. Oh, Doc Ock over here. Still not paying $27.99 for that. Still not paying $10 for that. And it's looking ugly over here, folks. No NECA Turtles. This Friday the 13th Part 2 figures. I already have that though. Alright, I'm now back at the man cave. Sorry guys, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. But I'm going to show you my pickups right quick. I did pick up the DC Multiverse Shazam. I wanted to review this guy. I know I'm really late now, but I still might crank out a review. I'm not sure, but either way, glad I got the figure. Even though I should have paid attention to the face apps, because I believe I could have got a better face app on one of the figures, but it is what it is. Also, I picked up Overlord on Blu-ray. This was one insane thrill ride of a movie. I definitely suggest you guys check this out. It's different. It's nice to see something original in Hollywood. Great film. Like I said, check this out. Also picked up A Star is Born on 4K. Heard a lot of great things. Honestly, I feel like the movie was kind of overrated. Not a bad film at all, but don't think it deserved all the hype it got. Also picked up Captain Marvel. Well, the new Captain Marvel. We all know who the original Captain Marvel is, but we're not going to get into that debate over here in the Comic Coalition. But I did pick up the Walmart exclusive pop. It glows in the dark. Haven't gotten a chance to see the glow yet, but I think I'm going to check that out tonight. Was happy to be able to find that. And also, if you're not doing so, please go check out the new Shazam comic book. I'm telling you, they're doing a great job on this. If you're new to comics or you're looking for a jumping in point, this is only issue 3. They should have issue 1 and 2 at your comic book shop as well. And I definitely suggest that you read it because it's a fun read. And it's something that you should check out before you see Shazam in theaters. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, you have a good day, YouTube.